Hello everyone, welcome to Class of Heroes, Chapter 0! Hello everyone, I got a few things to talk about. So first, I already have a game that exists. And to explain this, basically, back when I was doing Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans, I was actually doing Class of Heroes also at some point during that. Now, if anyone actually remembers, that was also around the time when I got a offer to join a gaming network, and then I decided I wanted to try and increase the quality a little bit better. So I decided to never put the Class of Heroes out at the time, and I got my 3DS capture card. And, well, you know the rest of that story if you watch my Let's Play channel, of course. But, I have done 17 episodes of Class of Heroes with my camera. And I did like over 20 hours of gameplay. So, I don't have any plans of starting over, basically, is what I'm trying to say with this episode. So, what you're seeing now is what all the episodes after 17 will look like. But 1 through 17 will look like how, well, a PSP in front of a camera would look like. Now, I figured while talking about this, I'd show off the beginning of the game, because my original thought process was there wasn't enough very interesting in the opening to really show off, so because, you know, I didn't know anything about the game at the time, so I'd probably butcher your names. But, I butcher names every day. But, so I didn't want to be like, you know, I'm not sure about this class, or, I don't know anything about this or that, I should try this, and look through all the information, and figured that wouldn't be as interesting. But now that I understand the game more, I think it'd be more interesting to now show off the opening and kinda show you and give you hints or ideas of what I would recommend at the beginning of the game. Because, I mean, you do get a nice amount of choices in that. But obviously, you know, it's all up to what you want to do, of course. I don't want to go into labyrinths, Mr. Principal. Did you hear what happened to that one student? The one that was on the telephone pole? Man, that was creepy. And then those kids ran off. Wonder where they went. Something about TV. So, are there like any academies in this world that aren't full of venturing? I take that as a no. Still fresh. Available with namespace. Yeah, but only schools really acting like that these days. Run from each other. Hopefully. Now get out there and murder things. Oh, and don't die. We have the Dumbledore, you know, lines here. You know, don't die. You know, like Hogwarts, you can die here. We don't offer you protection. Make you pay for your own weapons too. This girl is creepy. She's like hungry all the time. Hungry for souls. You know, actually, she'd probably make sense in Demon Souls now that I think about it. But what if I don't want to form a team? Maybe I want to be a solo operative. Yeah, that'd be a smart idea. Solo the entire game. I'd like to see someone do that. Not saying it's not possible, but good lord, would you have to spend so much freaking time? Yeah, you can probably see why I originally didn't want to show this off. I didn't know anything about the game, and well, I mean, there isn't really a lot of story. This is not a story-oriented game. You know, this is all about survival, dungeon crawling, and fights, and bosses that kick your asses. We don't have any of that in-depth lore here, which is a shame, but, you know, doesn't always mean a game's just shit because of it. But, yeah, we don't got a lot writing on the story so far from where I am. Oh my goodness, can we actually get on with it, please? My final words of wisdom to you are, your student IDs are technically worthless, so please throw them out of your inventories right now. No, really, they are. As far as I am aware, nobody in the English language of this game knows what the student IDs do, or if they even do anything. So, basically, everyone you create has a student ID. You can buy them back from the store, but I don't know what they're for. Nobody seems to know what they're for, if they even have a use, so... yeah. Spend your money at the store. Yeah, those random dungeon layouts. You can re-enter the same layout again now, but they can look very different, so yeah, have to be a little careful on that. Though there are basically 3 parts of the maze, and the middle part is always the same. It's just the 2 ends of the maze can be different. Make sure to get in your classrooms and figure out what the hell you're doing. Class dismissed. Get the hell out of the assembly room. And nobody find dead bodies on any antennas. Okay, so we're in the office. The office is where you'll create all your characters and do all that stuff. To it, well, you have a starting amount of people away with some of the most boring names I have ever heard of. Sorry, Wob, Jack, Scott. You're all kinda eh. But let's go ahead and enroll. Now, you're gonna probably want to create your own characters. You can name them, be male, female, you know. Now, the races are what we need to go. Humans come, obviously, male. There's male, female of everything. This ain't Final Fantasy 11 here. Now, just show them off. Humans are pretty much your basic. They are pretty much average in every way. There's nothing too huge about them. Elves, stereotypically in the agility range. Dwarves are very strength and dog-looking like in this game for some weird reason. These things are soulless looking. They have very odd, creepy eyes. They are actually in tune with magical stuff, so they're pretty good for magic. Halflings are obviously huge agility compared to, what am I doing? To elves. Elves just have a slight agility boost, but halflings have a huge stealth, huge agility. Sprites are also in tune with magic, also. You know, there's something just about his layback. Hey, look there. These cat-like creatures are also very agile. Now the drakes, the dragon type waist heel, they're interesting. They have a, all the wastes have unique little traits to them too. And actually, I guess I should have talked about that in the Diabloses. And we also have angel waste, which, well, no angels. Humans don't really have anything special. Elves, I don't have elves, so I'm not really sure. I didn't get a dwarf either. They have what was it? They had a skill that, like, allowed them to, try to win that ball. Actually, you know, let's see. Nope. God dang it. Get out of there. I want you. Well, actually, get Wob out of there. Wolf. Okay, let's go with that. That way we can just look at him. Magic Bait. Established high damage against spirits and magical. So that elves get an ability to be magic. Well, he's a wizard, so that might also be wizard related. Breath is what Diablos' and Drakes as a waste have. They deal damage on range. You can attack back rows, and they can target multiple targets. Let's see. It looks like dwarves don't start out with anything. Now, levitate is something that the angels, as a waste, have, and they automatically are levitated, so they will not be affected by trap dwarves. Okay, they also get levitate, and they get protect, which, yeah, that. Yes, protect. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, house them. Now, that's a little general information. Alignment, as far as I understand, the only real thing it affects is what kind of classes you can access and your overall group's performance, which we'll get into that. It is important to keep in mind certain races have stigma issues with each other. No racism jokes, okay? But yeah, that has to do, again, with party performance. Technically, you could have a party that completely doesn't like each other, and you can overcome that. They can actually start liking each other using group attacks. Basically slowly makes the characters like each other more. So, you can overcome that stigma issue. Aside from that, as far as I'm aware, alignment doesn't really do much. Now, major, of course, has to do with, well, all the classes. Those are all the classes. In classic wizardry form, you need to have certain stat amount points to be capable of being something. Now, you do get stat ups on level up, so you do get access to that. Now, so you got 8 now. I believe you have to cancel out the whole thing. Now, you get different bonus starts though. So, if you're gonna be one of those people that like try to take advantage of how many points you get, yeah, you got 10. That's not too bad. 10 twice. You got 6 though. You can get different bonus stat mounts. So, if you want to take full advantage of that, you're gonna have to go in and quit out a few times. That can help you get access to a few additional jobs. Now, majors is where you change. And to change, you need to have the proper stats to actually change into another job. So, see, this character has 12 in wisdom, so they can actually change into a wizard. When you job change, you go back to level 1, but all your stats stay the same, and you lose 50% of your HP, and if you're cavorting magic around, because magic carries over, but the problem is that certain classes can only remember a certain amount of spells. So you have to forget spells, which I have not done that yet. So let us get a bunch of people in here. I'm told you have to like go into like the magic list or something. What's that? Summon spell, 10 cost, level dependent. Ah, there. See, you can hit square and forget the spell. So, you'll want to properly forget spells. The book, if I remember correctly, does show how many spells each class can remember. So, you can always reference that to know what spells you want to forget. Because if there's too many spells and they can't remember them all, the game will randomly choose them. So, obviously, that's not something you want to happen. That would be, well, that would be awful. We wouldn't want that at all. Now, yeah, I want you in here for a second. Now, this person, see, is that, I think it's a, crap. This person, enables high damage against ghosts and the dead, levitate. Okay, I don't think it lists it anywhere. But, oh wait, no, that's not the right class. Crap. Where's the right class? Oh no, cleric. I'm having brain farts. There, a praise. The cleric has a praise. That will identify your items. Almost everything you find in the maze is unidentified. And while you can pay to identify them, it costs money. Lots of money. Tons of fucking money. So having a cleric is highly recommended for identifying. And a cleric is a healer, so, you know, it's a walk thing. As you can see, there is a large array of HP differences between everyone. We want to go over the dormitory real quick. The lockers is basically your giant fat-ass vault for everything. Now, when you rest in the dormitory, if you do the 0 gold, as you can see, it says it restores MP, which Classic Heroes uses the vein of wizardry-style games where you have charges and not a MP pool. So you have a certain amount of charges. You can restore charges for free, but HP costs money. But if you have a healer, you can just restore their MP and cast heal and restore their MP. Now, you would say this is probably broken, but when you travel around the world, other areas will not have this option. Both of these will cost money. So, as you travel away from school, that won't be such a privilege. I'm assuming that's just to be nice to new people, level grinding at the beginning of the game and that, which is, of course, very nice of them. But, oh, apparently you can actually edit around here. You know, actually, I didn't even know you could do that. Now, the report in, you see there, there's an NPC basically in every single area of the school. So, when you have something related to them, that's what the report in is. As you can see, you can appease and disenchant heal. You can buy everything here. What's the... Oh, there. It's been a while since I played. But, yeah, as you can see, stuff costs a lot of money. Even really cheap shit is, you know, several hundred gil. So, you know, it's not cheap. Not cheap at all. Everyone starts out with very basic gear. All the armor stuff they have is junk. Now, you might notice everyone starts with money. And, you can move the money around, because if I select this person and try to buy some, they'll say I don't have enough money. So you have to transfer the money. Everyone starts out with 100. You could do the wizardry like trick where you make students get money that way. You could do that, but you know, that's up to your amount of time. Now, as I mentioned, the student IDs, nobody knows if they even do anything, so you could just get rid of those, or if you're obsessive compulsive, you can put them in your lockers. They just take up inventory space. The lavatory, This game uses an alchemy system. There's tons of shit to make. I highly recommend making most of your stuff instead of buying it. This is where you obviously take care of dead people and that. You can have somebody perma-death. Permanent-death does exist in this game. It basically works like Wizardry, really. But unlike the original NES Wizardry, you can save in this game. Well, that did soft save, so you couldn't, like, quick reset and change the results and shit. So you can abuse that. But if you want permadeath exists. So if you want to avoid permadeath, save before you try to revive, and there you go. But they have to be ashes to be permadeath. If a revive fails, they turn to ashes. And then that's where the risk of permadeath happens. Now, this is where you get classes. And no, I'm not going to do the tour. We don't need more yapping. The yearbook has records, maps, catalogs, and everything you would want to possibly know that you find in the maze and shit. Obviously, we already talked about that. Expelling is obviously deleting. The principal's office is obviously where we go talk to a principal. Hypnosis is supposed to change your alignment. I haven't used it, but yeah. Now, I don't really know whose alignment shall I change. You sure about this? Yes. You're getting sleepy. So you don't get any choice in it. It just does it. And then you got the labyrinth. Now, you can't look at the world map in here. And, yeah, see, you have to go through dungeons to move. Now, I have not been to these other buildings, which I'm assuming is more schools. I've only been, like, to here and here, I believe. If I remember correctly, is the furthest I've been, so. Now, I do find interesting, this island over here, but either way. And that's kind of introductory to everything. I definitely recommend having cleric. Everything else is pretty much open for opinion. Like I said, magic users have a charge system, so need to go there. And as you can see, like my cleric has fire and sight, and healing and luminous. They only have 2 charges. Now the number over there, so yeah, it's actually here too. That number over there on the left, beside where my cursor can't go, that's how many spells they can learn in that category. So I can have 4 spells per level, while in this one I can have only 3 level 1s, 3 level 2s, 3 level 3s, and so on and so forth. To my understanding with summons, only invokers can use summon magic, period. So you can't carry that over. But everything else has a certain amount of carryover. So technically, you could, what probably something you could do early on is have like 1 melee fighter or 2 and have more magic users and try to get them a few spells and then class change them to melee people. So you'll have like, you know, like a warrior who might have a few assisting things to help out in combat. I hope some of the tips and advice is useful to you if you happen to try Class of Heroes also. I hope you look forward to the Let's Play. Again, I apologize that episode 1 through 17 is on the camera, but I've devoted way too much time to really want to restart it, because this doesn't have enough substance to really encourage me to easily just redo everything. So, I'll see you all in episode 18, where we'll be, well, converting to this new style. Until then, hope you enjoy, and look forward to John Tickle being a very bad thief at opening chests!